All right, so little confession to make. A lot of people don't know this about me, and I used to be really embarrassed about it. Probably still am a little bit, but I have been married 3 times. So that's the first thing that qualifies me to do what I do. I have been married most of my adult life, okay? I have been married for almost 30 years, but not to the same person. So my first marriage, I was a teenager, I was knocked up, pregnant, and I was just ready to be an adult. From the time I can remember when I was a little girl, all I would do is fantasize and think about being in love, being a mom, being a wife, having a husband, having a family. It's really what I dreamed about from the time I was a little girl. It was just always the thing that has been the most important thing to me. So I made that start happening really young. And so got married really young. That was obviously an unaligned marriage. Great guy, just not aligned for me. Second marriage happened a couple years after my first divorce. And unfortunately, I chose to marry a really abusive person. Physical violence, there was psychological violence. It was just a really violent relationship. And like so many relationships, I had 5 children with him, had 2 children with my first husband. So yes, I'm a mother of 7, something else that a lot of people don't know about me. But my kids range in ages 13 all the way up to 26. And they are the loves of my life, and everything that I do is for them. I hope you guys see this. So I left that marriage after many years, and I had to do a lot of healing work and some inner work and some therapy and some coaching. And I found a woman who helped me get to the other side of and unpack the last 2 marriages. And about a year later, after leaving that marriage, I met my now husband. And what got us on the path of doing this work together was that after the wedding was over and after the honeymoon phase was over, I realized that some of my dysfunctional ways of being were now showing up in my aligned marriage, because my now husband, Ned, is just the most loving, supportive, wonderful, spectacular, just amazing human being. Like, I can't sing his praises enough. He's so good. And I remember us getting to this really bad place in our relationship. We were just totally disconnected. I was like, wow. And I had been a healer and a therapist and a coach for years. I've had my own business for years doing healing work with people. And so I thought, I already know how to heal. I help others heal. We will be fine in marriage and it will be great. And I realized, like I said, after the honeymoon ended, that my flavors of dysfunction started creeping in. And they were the same flavors of dysfunction that I had in my previous 2 marriages. And I was recognizing them because I had done some self-work. I had done some healing work. I had really examined my dysfunctional ways of being and behaviors. And I'm like, oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Oh, this is very interesting. So I knew enough to know that we needed help. My husband was like, we already know how to do this stuff. We're great. We don't need any help. And I was like, no, we absolutely do. And we need to be able to help our clients even better. So he was not on board, but I was like, I'm finding someone. And that's when we sought out our mentor, Dr. Terry Reel, who is a world famous couples therapist. He is just amazing. And he created RLT. And it stands for Relational Life Therapy. It's a relational healing modality. We have been studying with him for almost 10 years. And Ned and I have been working together for almost the last 12 years together with individuals and couples. And for the last 10 years, we've been teaching other couples RLT, how to use it, how to master it, and how to really heal themselves. Because healing your marriage is about healing yourself. So you have to learn the spiritual healing tools. You have to learn the relational healing tools if you want to heal your marriage and transform it. So we started studying with Terry and have gone through level 1, level 2, level 3 RLT, and it has really become our life's work. It's become our practice. I am so thankful that I sought him out when I did, because it's crazy. Within days, my husband was like, what are you doing? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you've shifted. Because I'm a quick study, And I was like, well, this is, what I've been learning with Terry Real. And he was like, I need to do that. I need to do that with you. And so he joined me at that point. And, we haven't looked back. It's an amazing modality. It just combines so many things. If you want to know more about it, you can let me know in the comments. But if you're struggling in your marriage and you are on the verge of divorce or the verge of separation, and you are so tired and exhausted and fed up, and you're so sad because you're disconnected from one another, please reach out to us, because Ned and I were in that place. We were just totally disconnected. We weren't talking. I was pursuing him and pursuing him and pursuing him and just wanting him to pay attention and wanting him to open up to me and open up and open up and open up and communicate. He wouldn't. He was shut down. He was withdrawn. And so we had to learn how to break out of that cycle, because it just kept repeating over and over and over again, because we didn't have the skills and tools to break out of it. Because so much of transformation is being aware that, okay, I need help first and foremost. And then secondly, it's like, okay, I've got to break out of these old patterns and replace the old patterns with new patterns of behavior. So once we got that, we started to make a lot of headway, and you can too. So if you're ready to break out of those patterns, give us a call. Let's get you locked in for a free consult, and we'll go from there. But at least give us a call and let's see if we can't help you. Shoot us a DM, shoot us an email, and we'll talk soon. Make sure to follow me for more content about how to master yourself and master your marriage.